Hello, how are you? I hope you are fine. You are highly welcome. In today's bio session, we are going to discuss oxygen debt. Deni ya oxygen. Oxygen debt. Yes, that is it. Oxygen debt. So straight away, you're going to define what is oxygen debt, and it is related to what we've discussed earlier. That is on respiration. It is related to that. Oxygen debt. What is it? It is the extra amount of oxygen required to get rid of lactic acid that accumulates in body tissues when oxygen supply is less than the demand. Did you get that? Yes. So simply the extra oxygen that is required to remove the lactic acid that accumulate in the body tissues. Why did it accumulate? Because oxygen being supplied is less than what is required. So that is oxygen debt, meaning there is a deficit. So we need that. So that's why I said unadai oxygen debt. How does it occur? We had discussed types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Which one was occurring without oxygen? Anaerobic. So in that anaerobic respiration, it can lead to oxygen debt. Okay, how does it occur? Is that the organisms or our bodies do not stop respiring, that is producing energy, because we continually need that energy for body movement, for digestion, for cell division. We literally need energy. So there is no time that the body will stop producing energy. But at times we deny this body oxygen, which is a requirement for respiration. How do we do that? There are instances of like for those who swim. Personally, I don't know how to swim, but when we were young boys, we could go to the river and we had those experts could get into the waters and disappear for 2 to 3 minutes, and you wonder where did the people go to? Now, how are they breathing in the waters? Obviously, they held their breath, no breathing until they come out of the waters when they breathe. These short distance runners, those who run 100 meters race, they hold their breath in that racing session. They breathe after those seconds of doing that. Does it mean that their bodies stop respiring or producing energy? Obviously, no. So, because we have two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic, the body will just transition from aerobic to anaerobic. But after that, that person must pay back. That is what you now call oxygen debt. Now, so anaerobic respiration leads to accumulation of lactic acid in animals, in plants, ethanol. This lactic acid is not good, it is toxic. Let me mention 4 side effects of lactic acid. 1, it causes fatigue. It also causes muscle cramps, muscle ache, chungu for muscles. It lowers the pH of the blood. Remember it is an acid, so pH of the blood is lowered, which is not good. Bodies are made in such a way that we'll discuss homeostasis later, that its processes are balanced, no fluctuation. There should be none. It increases the osmotic pressure of blood. Okay, that is it makes the body to have more solutes than solvent, which is also another imbalance. And lastly, it is toxic. and it can affect muscular activity. That's why I said it can stop the muscles from functioning well. Now, how does the body deal with that? One thing, lactic acid has to be eliminated as fast as possible. So how does the body do this? One, it can be taken to the kidney to be excreted through urine. So first is taken to the liver, broken down, taken by the bloodstream to the kidneys to be excreted as urine or together with urine. It can also be taken to the liver to be converted to glycogen and be stored there for storage. Or it can be further, with the supply of oxygen now, it can be further be broken down now into production of that energy, water and carbon dioxide. Unlike ethanol or alcohol, which is also produced in anaerobic respiration, lactic acid can further be broken down when oxygen is supplied. But ethanol, once that's been produced, even if oxygen is supplied, it will no longer be broken further. So, as we finish, what have we said? Oxygen debt. Need any oxygen, it has to be paid back. That extra amount of oxygen required to get rid of lactic acid that accumulates in blood when oxygen supply is less than the demand, when you give less oxygen than what the body requires. But how does the body respond to this? Panting, like breathing quickly and faster. Why? So that you supply the oxygen needed very fast. And number two, to increase circulation of blood, to be able to carry this lactic acid which are in the muscles to the liver, to be broken down, be stored as glycogen. So that's why there is panting. As soon as you are done with that 100 meters race, you'll be panting. Yes, you'll be like a dog. You've seen dogs. Yes. So it is because you are paying back. That is oxygen that you are paying back. Okay? The body had gone into anaerobic respiration, so you are paying back. That is oxygen debt. Thank you so much. Till next time, goodbye.